There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
That's it. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. That's good for 28 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Preston Smith there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They fake the give. Newton trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. They find some open field here. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Nowhere escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After the sack on first down, Newton finding some room at midfield. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Watch tight end. We got 4.
Newton on first down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Switch it.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check safety.
He may try and run for this. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key third down runs, none of those teams save one has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball. Let him pick it up.
Newton's pass is on target to Moore. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the ground, McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll try to run with a J. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is it well. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Ready? Back 25 behind. Hey, let's get Milo. Hey, stop.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
SOS.
From the 41, Winston. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Newton buying time to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
8, 20.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just thinking what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Charlie, blue ready. Mike is 59. Mike, come on. Sunday.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Escape under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
20.
Play action. It's Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Ready, flag, what is that? 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50.
Watch out.
Green, triple team.
You got tight. You got tight. Off. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll throw again. Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 50, check 50. That's it. 97's the mic, 97. Wait. Fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Mike.
Ready? Mike 25.
Again, it's Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Newton now to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Mike Ford.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 28 yards the game there on the catch and run. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the red zone now, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, it's caught here by Adams. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done and finally.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Zadarius Smith. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Ready, black 25.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Drop deep, drop deep.
Hey, sub.
Chance.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Panthers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. To throw, Winston. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them with
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Newton now to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash,